Well, everybody, welcome on back to Kusog7ande, the Bad Video Game Tournament. I'm Brosentia, and I believe that I am set up. We are finally into the losers bracket for the Gauntlet. The people who lost to the Gauntlet, guess what? They get a second one, and the people in the losers bracket who have made it this far, they get an absolute joy. And hello, Corn Dan, how you doing?
I heard you have a Gauntlet.
I do indeed have a Gauntlet. Thank you. By the way, Corn Dan has put in a lot of work to make sure that the Gauntlet states work, that they're compiled together, and also that we have the tracker for the Gauntlet. Thank you for everything that you've done. For those who are new, though, the Gauntlet is 10 games that the players have been given in order to try to make as much progress as they can. 10 different goals. Whoever clears the largest number of goals is the victor. And we do have a tracker to visually show what is happening. So, do you think it's time for me to reveal?
We should.
Well,
there's a lot of very hard games here.
I'm excited. That is the wrong... What did I even click? That's not the right thing.
I don't know.
No, this. There. Ta-da! We have our Gauntlet. Corn Dan, I'm going to work on capturing. How about you talk us through these games? What do we have here?
Well, let's see here. We have Paris-Dakar Rally.
Oh, I love that one.
We're going to make it to the goal of the stage. That one actually caused problems. We'll talk about it here in a minute. Jurassic Park for the Genesis. This is different than the Sega CD one we had. We just need to clear the stage.
Okay.
And we have Roll Chan Evolution Gaiden Episode 1. Essentially a Mega Man hack.
I feel like I know that. For better, for worse, yeah.
Then we have Mylon Secret Castle. Beat the boss and grab the crystal ball.
Okay.
Silver Surfer. Just beat the boss.
Okay, that's... Honestly,
that's still very difficult.
Yeah, I'm thinking about states that I might start with. That one I might. Go on, though.
Wicked 18, and you just have to finish the hole with par or better.
Okay.
All right, then Snolf and Nolf.
Oh, no.
Snolf and Nolf.
We have multiple golf games in this one.
We do.
I love it.
Beat the boss. All we gotta do.
Okay.
Then 007 Racing. You know, we have that recently on Kusog7ande, right?
We did, yeah.
And that is complete the mission. You have to collect Limpet Mine Pack, deploy the mines next to crates, and locate the exit to detonate them.
That sounds fun.
Where's Waldo? Just clear the stage. No big deal.
Okay.
Right, could be quick. And then Dudes with Attitude. And you just have to clear the stage.
Okay, great. I'm not spoiling. I have contributed at least a little bit to this, and I know some of the horrors that are in store. Some of these states are going to be much easier than others. However, if you are watching and wondering how we keep track of progress, the different states, as they are cleared, we will manually go through and dim them, like Jurassic Park right there and Little Snolf. Whoever gets the most of these cleared before the hour mark is the victor. Now, if they hit the hour mark, generally we offer them an extra 5 minutes as long as they have agreed to it in order to clear everything, in order to try to clear one more state. If they do, bam! They get the victory, and if they don't, whoever got this number of states cleared first wins. With that said, I think I'm ready for us to go ahead and move on over to the stream here. This is Hopscotch 007 versus Triscore. Again, we've got some very strong players right now. I didn't change one player's icon. Just a second. I'm going to actually do this before people make fun of me. Actually, people are going to make fun of me either way. Whatever.
I mean, I'm probably going.
I can't believe you, Corn Dan. I 100% believe you, Corn Dan. Okay, and let me go ahead and get us a tiny bit of audio because I think this Dudes with Attitudes certainly has some sounds. Oh my gosh, the memories. This is not a good game. Hi there. Okay. I'm checking right now to see if the players are ready to go, and it looks like we have Hopscotch confirming that they are ready. Let's go ahead and wait for Triscor and see if we have a confirmation there. Oh my gosh, Silver Surfer music is so good.
I know, but is it as good as the Silver Surfer music we heard this morning? Earlier today.
Do you want to talk about that? Because we can keep
I
it
will
secret.
talk about it a little bit.
Okay. Well, we're doing
Well-
the countdown. Just a second. Everybody, this is a Gauntlet. You're welcome to spam all of your emotes from all across twitch.tv. So let's go ahead and do the countdown with all of your favorite emotes. As soon as we get started, as soon as they load a state, I will start our timer. Spam, 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 spam.
Also, to be fair, right here, I'll only say one thing about, everything earlier. We'll keep most of it a secret. Sound crimes is not limited to ZSNUS anymore.
Yeah, we found a way to do NES sound crimes. I suppose that part of the secret we can go ahead and reveal. And let me just say, Athena for NES shocked me. It shocked me. With that said, we've got two very different states going on right now because we've got Snulf, we've got Silver Surfer, obviously, very important. So what is happening here with these two states? Snulf, obviously, the goal is to beat the boss.
This is really tough. I've tried this, and you have to be, on your game because you're just gonna fall off otherwise.
Yeah, every time you hit the boss, you are getting stunned and getting knocked back. Yeah, this is tough. Holy crap. Hopscotch is making this look easy, though. This is, well, I mean, that was a very, very good amount. I think Hopscotch is going to get it next try, though. Triscor fighting the dinosaur. This state is normally pretty difficult anyway, but one thing to note is that you do not have the additional upgrades that you would normally have in Silver Surfer going into the boss here, adding a little bit more difficulty. This boss takes longer, a lot more mashing, and it can be very, very rough.
It's also, I mean, out of all of the bosses here, this is probably the easiest one if you don't have a lot of upgrades. Just like what Triscor's doing, you can kind of set the pattern and kind of guide it along, right? So as long as you keep to it, it's safe.
There we go. The dinosaur goes down. Triscor has cleared a state, and now we have Paris Dakar Rally. You said that there was an issue with this one. The goal.
Yeah.
So
we actually found some really interesting BizHawk bugs.
What?
So, Paris Dakar Rally is Famicom. So just like the last one we had, we had to set 2 controllers on this.
Oh yeah.
Right now, you didn't have to have the controller set, right? You just needed to tell BizHawk that you have 2 controllers. That's it, right? Well. So what happens is that causes all of the NES states, which were made with only a single controller, to error out. Now, if everything was set, I did all of this, if you have all the prereqs and everything done, it gives you an error and you can just hit continue, right? And so they had an issue with that, and then that way you don't have to set it back and forth, right? It's easier that way.
It's true.
So they had an error with that. Which, for both players, both Triss and Hopscotch, instead of letting them continue and keep going on, it just crashed.
Well, that's great.
Okay, so we figured out part of what was going on, right? And I'm like, well, that's weird because multiple people have tested, I played through everything and made sure it all worked. DoeWolf played them all.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So there should be, something from that sort of like it works, right? What's going on here?
Hopscotch is through. That is the Sonic state down, or the Snulf. Holy, I believe, right?
I believe it just says beat the boss. Right, so yeah. As far as I know, that's the boss, and you know what? We're gonna be consistent about it. I don't really care after that, right? We're gonna be consistent here.
Yep.
So anyway, so now they've got everything set up, right? It was sort of working. Well, then Triscor went to go bind the button for load state, and it crashed every single time.
Oh, by the way, Hopscotch is on to Where's Waldo. Specifically, the goal is just to beat this stage. As far as I'm aware, I tried this, and this is absolutely a nightmare, even if you sit down and try to figure it out. So, as it turns out, there are multiple layouts that this maze can have, and, of course, our friend Time Stalker, who made this, decided to find literally the worst layout possible for the subway. Or at least the worst one that they could find. It's bad.
It's pretty bad.
But yeah.
And I like this kind of puzzle, though. Like, nominally, right? You know, you just want to do that and get out, right?
Yeah.
And so I like the way, like, how do you figure out the pathing and all of that? The hard part is you have a time limit. Now, the time limit's fairly generous.
Mm-hmm. But
right, and that, but sometimes these switch around on you.
Yeah.
And the guy who looks like he would deny you, like, insurance benefits, you know, that's Father Time. And you think, well, great, he's all about time, right? Yeah, he takes it away from you because he's a jerk.
Yeah.
And he's going to deny your insurance benefits.
And as it turns out, this is on the hardest difficulty for Where's Waldo, which means that Father Time will jump on you if you stay anywhere for more than like half of a second. Not only that, he'll jump on you and he will sap your time. One important mechanic for Where's Waldo that I don't think Hopscotch has realized, by the way, is that you can actually move the different tiles here. Of course, we didn't tell them that. This is something that the players will have to figure out themselves, but if you face... What's that?
Yep. Not our problem. Controls are we put in the README. They're only provided for confusing games or odd configurations.
Yep. All you have to do is face one of the tiles that is not symmetrical vertically and push the B button and the tile will flip. I learned that because I played it and then I yelled and, well, at first I said this is going to be easy and then I quit.
Yeah, first you said... this was going to be easy. I don't even know why I'm doing this.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
And then you yelled.
And then I yelled. Yeah, I was like, nah, this easy peasy. This is trivial. Come on, what are you doing? Oh, Father Time, just sitting there for Hopscotch. Triscor, by the way, doing really great at Paris Dakar Rally Special. The meatball almost smushing, but as long as you avoid getting hit by anything, this part isn't too difficult. You just have to make sure that, like, your timer is really generous, don't run out of fuel, and also don't die. And as long as you do that, then you're probably going to beat this state just fine.
Probably. I think that's a fairly,
Triscor has also learned really quickly how you actually sort of run in this game. Like, you can run, but as soon as you jump, you lose all momentum, unless you've been running for about 1 second already, in which case you'll have faster horizontal momentum. That does matter quite a bit and can be tricky for new players to figure out, but Triscor just got it super fast. I like this bird section. So many birds. Okay, this part's a little bit difficult. How do you do it? You go on the cloud and then get the running start. Yeah. Easy peasy. Easy every time.
I love the music for this game too, right?
Yeah, some of it actually makes me think of, what is it? Hey, Stinko Man. You're the guy, but I want to be the guy too. No way, you're just a kid. Maybe when you're older. Like the
All right, so we've got hops,
20xd6,
right?
yeah.
Legitimately going to roll chan now. This is one of the ones I tested out because when I try to do everything to make sure everything works, right?
Yeah.
This state's real mean, because whatever it is just going to push you to the right.
Okay, I think that is a clear for Paris-Dakar Rally Special.
Yep, make it to the goal of the stage. All you had to do.
Indeed. The players are always allowed to ask if they have cleared a state.
Yep.
We've had at least one time where one player was confused because I told him, you cleared 4 states, and they're like, wait, I did?
Yeah.
They had no idea. So this Where's Waldo? I would say that this is a trap state. It is brutal.
Unless you know how to... Right, unless you know already how to play it, right?
Yeah, it's actually kind of worth just sitting there and like maybe even mapping out what you're supposed to do. Like a pen and a pencil, not a pen and a pencil, pencil and paper. That would help. What good a pen and a pencil gonna do? Draw on the pen? No, that's a stupid idea, chat. Can't believe you'd suggest that. Hopscotch, away from roll and on to Paris-Dakar. I don't know about this Roll Chan evolution guide in episode 1, though. What is that?
So, it's a Mega Man ROM hack, right? I don't know which Mega Man game. But there's Mega Man's little sister Roll, right? Someone put Roll in the game with everything and all of that. So you play as Roll, which is kind of cool. The problem with the state is where you're at. I don't know if it's high winds or whatever. But it just keeps pushing you to the right. Like trying to go left doesn't work, right?
Yeah.
And so the struggle is actually not to do anything else. It's right to be able to bounce on all that for the state, and it's really bad.
Okay, Mylon's Secret Castle now. Hello there, Time Stalker.
It's Wily 3 in Mega Man 1, so you've got the water physics from the original game, except it's pushing you to the right, and then you have the weirdest knockback I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Because of it.
So, Triscor, by the way, is currently on Mylon's Secret Castle. The goal is essentially to beat the boss of the stage. And I was told this was a trap state, although I think that a lot of the states in this gauntlet...
Everything about Mylon's Secret Castle is a trap state.
Yeah.
Yes. Right? The game sucks. It is 100% terrible. Like, it's one of the few games, like, I do not love this game. Right? It makes no sense when you're playing it.
Wow, so much Mylon Secret Castle hate here. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it's deserved.
By the way, I do want to say thank you to Rob D. Raven for resubscribing. Thank you so much. Kusog7ande can't happen without people's support, so thank you so much. We give out over $2,000 worth of prizes, and I forgot to tell Author Blues to bother me about prizes. So I'll have to bother Author Blues sometime. But yes, thank you, everybody. With that said, Mylon Secret Castle, like... I haven't played very much of this.
Legitimately, if you want to end friendships, tell your friends that you think Mylon Secret Castle is a great game and they would love it.
Oh, so lie?
I mean, 100%.
I'm loving watching Hopscotch trying to figure out how to run in this game. It just is so unintuitive. There we go. Honestly, wasting a little bit of time on the first jump. Not a huge deal. Getting hit by an egg, though, that is a death. You do not want to get hit by the egg. I think Hopscotch has forgotten to press B, though, because you can shoot rocks. Oh, no, Hopscotch knows how B works. Just not that you can kill rocks. Which makes sense. Like, honestly, who would think, hey, there's a rock, let's kill it.
Look, you know what? Lately, all I think to myself is there's a rock, and I think, how can I fuse this to my fork?
Yeah, that's fair. I put a mushroom on a spear.
Why? So it bounces off?
It's called a bouncy spear, so
I know.
it doesn't really do much. Okay, here's a
No,
boss.
no.
We actually got to a boss. What? Well, at
Don't
least
worry,
Triscore knows how to get to the boss. How to actually kill the boss is another thing. But honestly, that's not too bad. That's a decent amount of progress. If Triscore moves to a different state, though, that is fine. No, Triscore's still doing Mylon. Okay. I'd say once you know how to get to the boss, I would probably try it again. Yeah.
Mylon is like the worst. As I said, it's the worst, right? I see you in chat saying it's one of your favorite games of all time. I'm here to say you're objectively wrong.
Well, no, it can still be your favorite game. It doesn't mean that that's all it means. It's your favorite game, you know? Okay. Triscore is loading the state back up. That's fine. Maybe there was some little issue. Yeah, I also like bad games, and you are allowed to like a game that is not popular. Completely allowed. And if that game happens to be Mylon's Secret Castle, then there you are. I honestly think that, I want to try playing this without too many spoilers, because I want to learn, I want to give this game a shot.
I will lay this out here, right? That, you will play this for about 20 minutes and then ask to play Kid Cool instead.
No, there's no way.
Yes.
I hate Kid Cool.
I know.
I feel like I've played probably an hour of Mylon's Secret Castle and really didn't mind it.
This game gets brutal very fast.
Well,
Mostly because it's really not obvious where anything you need to get is.
yeah, I can deal with that bullcrap. Being lost and confused, sure. I do that every day of my life. I've got ADHD. Running physics? Oh, those are the worst in Kid Cool. No.
Yeah, I would still rather play Kid Cool than Mylon's Secret Castle.
Those are some strong words, Corndan. Yeah, Triscore, by the way, having a rough go at the boss here. That's not too much of a surprise. My biggest question with Mylon would be, are there any items that help out, or do I just have to get to the boss and, plow through it? Because that's probably going to be the case for a Gauntlet, but, there's no guarantee that actually is. If there is an item that allows you to deal more damage, then that would be very, very helpful. But yeah, Triscore has actually figured out how to get to the boss really, really quickly. I do like that NPC made the state and said, trap state. And yeah, it's rude. But Triscore is actually, making this game look like you can understand how to play it.
I tried this state for 5 minutes. I kept getting to the boss and I kept dying to the boss because I had trouble avoiding its attacks.
Yeah, his attack pattern is really annoying. I don't know if there's a good way to cheese it or figure it out, but
Oh yeah, Chiron's right. It definitely was a skill issue for me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Corndan, just thinking about Mylon, and you said that it's extremely obtuse, you don't like it. I'm also somebody who, would probably have a lot of fun playing Super Pitfall.
It's one of those games, at least, I feel like Mylon just hates you, hates your family, hates your extended family, hates all your friends. And it's going to tell you that, it's going to show you that by just basically being here, right? I've played the game, I've played through most of the game, right? I haven't beaten it, I played through most of the game, right? No, the manual, none of that is really helpful. The only thing that's, helpful in the game is, I'm going to go shoot everything because, That's all I got, right?
Yeah.
Like, nothing else will help because of just like... And so, I feel like progression in Mylon Secret Castle is at best luck. Right? You know, you accidentally shot where you needed to.
Yeah. Okay, Triskor is getting some good hits on the boss, but accidentally left.
Oh no!
Oh
Oh, I think I did that once too. That was fun to find
no!
out.
Oh no!
And I at least feel that, like, if Mylon Secret Castle was a little less obtuse, like, it would be playable.
Yeah. It's... At the same time, like, I feel like there are at least some visual cues for, hey, there might be something hidden in this area here, you know, you may wish to consider going in that direction. Like, once you start learning how the secrets work.
Well, and it's also a game where the early secrets are less obtuse than the later ones. Like, the further you get in the game, the harder it is to figure out where you need to go.
Oh yeah,
Here,
that makes
I'll
sense.
put it this way: I feel like Mylon Secret Castle is like Corn Cat, right? You don't know what else to do to help, so you just rub your face on everything until you've been helped.
That sounds about right. Well, for everybody who's joining us, by the way, it looks like Triskor has cleared 2 states. Hopscotch has cleared 1. Unfortunately, the egg just caused the car to blow up. So Triskor is currently in the lead, and yes, somebody will be eliminated by the Gauntlet today. We are judging it based off of the number of states that the players are able to clear, which... Right now, Triskor definitely has the lead. It's just this Mylon boss. I think I'm starting to see why this is a quote-unquote trap state per NPC, because this is definitely rude. This boss takes a lot of hits. I have no idea how many hits.
You should normally have more upgrades when you go up against this boss, and you don't per this state, which is part of why it's a trap state, because otherwise the boss would be a lot easier.
Okay, I wonder, Hopscotch appears to still be trying this game, Paris-Dakar Rally Special. I feel like out of all the states, Paris-Dakar is one of the most doable in this.
I feel it's reasonable. Like, Hops has already figured out, like, how everything works.
Yeah.
Right, in Paris-Dakar. And so it's definitely... Right, like, I would say it's mean. The game is mean, right? But the game is mean in a fairly consistent way, right? So, like, once you figure out the physics and how everything works and the problems with everything, you're probably okay. Right, and then it's just a matter of execution. Right, there's no real traps or anything in this that you can't just like deal with, right? You know, it's not. It's just, you know, everything is just consistent. You just have to be consistent with it.
Okay, we've got Where's Waldo again. Honestly, I feel like Triskor may be able to do this relatively quickly. Considering that he has managed to at least collect the glasses once, and it's obvious that he sat down and like took time to figure out a little bit of this maze. I feel like going and getting the glasses once is a very decent strategy, and then map out how the crap am I going to make my way to Waldo. I know where he is there.
This one actually took a little bit to figure out, because each time you go into the subway, it is doable. So, but like I could get to the glasses easily. It took me a little bit to figure out how to get to Waldo. Once I figured it out, it was interesting, but it's definitely not a simple way to get there.
Yeah, I managed to get Waldo once, and I just could not figure it out again. Like, despite all of my attempts. Ah,
Yeah,
Father Time! Just jumping and suplexing on the like, suplex. I don't know. Pile driving. That's what Father Time does. Go ahead.
One of the things about Waldo is you have to understand that sometimes the game wants you to go places that it doesn't look like you can actually go.
Yeah.
like the outer edges of the map.
Yeah, because you need to go there and then switch the thing to go back a different direction. And it is so obtuse that you do that sometimes, because it looks like you just hit a dead end and have to go back the way you came.
Okay. We've got Triscor on Dudes with Attitudes, which is the final level of the game.
Oh, you final level? Oh,
well,
no.
Yeah, of course I gave them the final level. Thank you, Weird Al.
It was by Weird Al. Why wouldn't you?
Triscor. Okay, if you hold up, you can go up. Trust me on that. Oh, no. Actually, if you get stuck right there on the ice, you can't move anywhere. You have to not get stuck. So, yeah, that actually is a soft lock every time that the players do that. You have to get the spike shoes in order to walk on the ice. And if you don't get the spike shoes, then you just get stuck. Like this. Gotta get the spike shoes. Where are your spike shoes? Nope. Okay, Triscor is being a little bit careful. They're the spike shoes, but you didn't get the shoes, so that is a soft. I just love it. Like, this level, it just gets you stuck, and you can restart a level anytime by hitting select, but big deal, just load the state. At least they gave that ability to, oh my gosh. So, what you have to do in this game, if you've never seen Dudes with Attitudes and you really don't like the sound effects, what you have to do is change to the color of the various jewels that appear, and once you are the correct color, you can go and break them. Sounds easy, right? Well, sort of.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, actually getting because this specific maze has a lot of either hidden color changing things, or the black pots there will actually change your color, not randomly, but in a specific order. Okay. I think Triscor has learned I need to change to this orange in order to get rid of the money symbol. Perfect. Now blue. Good.
Meanwhile, Hopscotch has moved on to Jurassic Park.
Yeah!
Probably a good idea. Jurassic Park is probably one of the more reasonable levels.
This is possibly, I think, the worst stage in the game.
Chat kind of agrees with you. Yeah.
It is, but once again, compared to everything else that's out here, probably still reasonable.
Yeah, this is not an easy gauntlet. Y'all, you remember the first gauntlet, we had one player who only cleared one state. This honestly is not that far off from being comparably difficult. Like, if we see each player clear 3 states, that would make me happy. If each one clears 4 or more, I will be shocked. Like, it's gonna be kind of surprising. Honestly, though, I think that Jurassic Park is probably one of the more doable ones. Maybe 007 Racing, and possibly the Mega Man ROM hack with Roll, though that level didn't seem super trivial. I've played a lot of Mega Man in my life. I feel like I would probably give that a shot,
the roll chance state is one that you have to get used to the way you're being pushed. Once you get used to that and how the momentum works, you can probably do it. And I still fail on that state, even knowing what to do. But it's definitely a thing about rhythm more than anything else. Because once you get the rhythm of the jumping, you're in really good shape.
Okay, Triscore going to roll chat. Again, like, dudes with attitudes, it's completely doable, but if you've never played the game before, which I don't think any of these players have, it's a mess. It's very, very, very difficult. Hopscotch is trying to do anything and is unable to, and that's just life in dudes with attitudes.
The other thing is I did put them on the weapon screen, so they just show that they do have weapon energies that they can use the boss weapons.
Wicked 18!
Oh, fun.
Yes, the goal here is just to beat this stage under par, and this looks really familiar. Have I played this game?
I believe we had the not SNES version. Novasol gave it out.
Oh, yeah! Triscore is certainly experiencing this stage. So, like, the stage is just continuously pushing you to the right, correct?
Correct. It's the water physics from Wily 3 and Mega Man 1. So, you're basically being pushed all the way, and that knockback is so unintuitive that it's really hard to recover from. I will say this, the first half of the roll chance stage is the hardest part. Once you get past this first section, the second section is easier because you have a lot more platforms to work with. So it's if you can get past the first portion, you'll probably get past the second.
That and actually taking damage from time to time seems beneficial. Like, the knockback can actually put you back onto a platform that you didn't want to leave to begin with.
Yeah. Sometimes it's beneficial, sometimes it just puts you right into a hole, but it's one of those that in certain areas it might be better to take the damage than to try and land safely.
Yeah, I do like that Triscore is experimenting with all the different weapons in Roll Chan. This is definitely the way to do it. I don't know if we've ever had a Mega Man ROM hack in a Gauntlet before, and I'm really enjoying this.
Like a
We
week
have
ago.
Zandra's put ROM hacks in before too.
Quiet! Y'all!
Right, and last year we had Gauntlet with
Yeah, okay, never
Wily's
mind.
Dream, whatever.
Yeah, that's okay, fine, whatever. I just forget.
Wily's Dream Space?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, Triscore making a decent amount of progress, and honestly, like, this weapon is pretty decent, the lightning weapon. It, first off, goes through everything, second off, deals a lot of damage, and third, causes a lot of lag, which means that you can actually control and tell what you're doing, which I appreciate. Honestly, a little lag can go a long way. Oh my gosh! Okay, is this the boss?
That is Iceman, that is clear.
Reach Iceman, the state is done. That was certainly a fantastic watch. That means that Triscore has 3 states down, Hopscotch 1. This is very much a gauntlet that, like, keeps shocking. And we've got 007 Racing Breakout Louisiana.
Okay, so I gave this idea to Hedge Maze to look at because I had seen this state, I hadn't actually tried it. This is a stage where you're not actually in the car, you're controlling it by remote, and you're having to see the car from the security cameras.
Yup.
Okay. Okay, I like this. This is the best.
Will you pay attention, 007? The Germans never intended to sustain such blatant abuse in the field.
Oh,
You'd be
I am
surprised
so
at the amount
glad.
of wear and tear that goes on out here in the field.
This is so terrible to control.
Yeah, is this has to be tank controls, right?
Careful, 007, you're...
Believe so, But the camera
It's
auto
bad.
switches. You don't control the camera at all. The camera is controlled by where you are. And I do want to comment on one thing Novasol said in chat, because Novasol said they made this Wicked 18 state with high wind just to make it worse.
Oh, of course you would put it on high wind. Cornden, did you know that today was going to be the nightmare day when it comes to Gauntlet? Because this is a nightmare
I
Gauntlet.
sure did.
Seriously, Hopscotch 007 hasn't touched 007. Just want y'all to know that. Second, this Gauntlet, Triscore has cleared 3. And that is fantastic. Will we see another clear by Triscore for any of these states? Who knows? I'm just looking at the nightmares here. Considering that Hopscotch got Snulf, which I wouldn't I don't know, maybe that is one of the more clearable ones, but it still is not easy.
Yeah,
well, I think Hopscotch has played Snulf before.
Yeah.
Right? That would be like the first thing I would be like, okay, I've played Snulf, even if I don't know after that.
Yeah, I personally would probably feel more comfortable with Snulf than a lot of the others, again, because I've played Snulf before. Remember, everybody, for the Gauntlet, we do not ban games that people have played before. Simply put, that would be way too complicated to set up. And also, we feel that this is one of the chances to reward people's general knowledge of games. That if they have been playing a wide variety of games, if they have been experiencing a wide variety of physics, and if they know a game, then it is a benefit to them. There's still plenty of games on these lists that I don't think either player has touched. And the roll state, there's no way either of them have played that freaking Mega Man ROM hack. No chance.
I loved watching Triscore get the mines and then try and get off the platform and kept flipping over.
Pick it up and try
Okay,
again,
4th
007.
stroke for Hopscotch. But the big question is, are you going to be able to get up this hill to the... Oh my gosh, this is... What? Oh, Hopscotch might get it.
No.
No, this is 5th stroke.
That was the 5th stroke.
No, this is the 5th stroke. Currently, right here. No! No! Oh, too far? Not far enough?
Way
I
too
don't
far.
even know. Okay, well, nope.
Meanwhile, Triscorp is making some progress in 007. They've got some of the mines deactivated. The problem is they're on a timer, so they have to finish this plus get the exit before that timer runs out.
Yeah, it's a tall order, but at the same time, we expect people to have to restart a few of these states, and by a few of them, most of them, they're going to restart a few times, especially if they've never played these games before. And I didn't even know this stage existed for 007.
You want to avoid those ones, James.
Well, I mean, why would you unless you've played 007 Racing?
Okay, it looks like Triscore has all the mines. They just need to get the exit.
Oh my
They
gosh. Ow.
They only have 45 seconds.
It's doable. I think I see it on the map. Okay. This is hilarious. I actually love a lot of the ideas in this game
The
that
security
it's...
system has detected something and is starting to cause interference on your display. You don't have much time left, 007.
How do you get out? How do you get out?
There is a thing that'll pick up your car, but you have to move the other car out of the way, I believe.
Ah. So you do have to ram the other car quite a bit?
I think so.
Back up, back... Maybe.
Oh,
Well, I mean, that's not too much of a lot. I would still consider that a win if I were James Bond, because I don't care about
Now
the car.
listen.
However,
I'm Dr.
we
Roberts.
do not consider that a
They kidnapped
clear
me from the lab
in the
in the
case
Do
of
you know
the
who is
Gauntlet.
the car and why we're being
But
held here?
Hopscotch did clear Wicked 18.
Very nice. Wicked 18
got-
is down,
Objective
which
achieved,
I don't even
They
know
got that
which.
at par.
They got that at. She got that at par. Yeah.
007,
Awesome.
pay attention.
Is it the 6th state here?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Bam. So Hopscotch has 2 completed. Triscor has 3 completed. Now Hopscotch is on to Silver Surfer, which is
You know
one
what?
of the
Need to release
easier
the charge
states.
closer to the crate to destroy it.
Silver Surfer is
Pick it up
probably
and
the
try
most
again,
consistent
007.
state to do here.
Yeah. Silver Surfer actually has very little randomness in many areas of the level. I think the boss is a little bit random, but starting on Silver Surfer, like, it's really not
Oh.
that bad. No, don't do Waldo. No, bad idea.
Halfway there, 007.
No, where's Waldo?
I tested the Silver Surfer state, and I actually managed to complete that one. That one was actually a challenge, but a fun challenge, I think. It was probably the most doable of what is on this list, which isn't saying much. This list is really hard.
Oh, it is very, very hard.
Objective attained.
Okay, now you just 56 seconds left to get through the rest of this stage. That is doable, Triscor.
Doable. Oh yeah, it's doable.
Will you pay attention,
By the way, I
007?
need
That
to
criminal
share
was never
Dole's
intended to
tier
sustain
list for the
such
various
abuse in the field.
states today,
You'd be
because that's
surprised at the
very
amount of wear and
important.
tear that goes on out here in the field.
I mean, if Dole Wolf is here and wants to come,
Nah, Dole Wolf's getting
Oh.
ready for GDQ and
The
is
security
possibly
system has
traveling
detected
right now.
something and is starting to cause interference on
Uh,
it's
the
just that if
display.
Dole Wolf is here and
You don't have
available,
much time left,
The Wolf?
007.
It looks like, yeah, I believe that's gonna be
That-
clear for Triscor.
I
If they can
think-
get this into this. Yeah,
Yes!
that is a clear.
Triscor has done it. 007 Racing down for Triscor. That is 4 states done. I'm actually surprised that we have
Very
this many
impressive,
states
James.
done this early in
I
this
like your
gauntlet.
idea
This
of
is
valet
not
service.
easy.
That was impressive.
Yeah. Like, holy guacamole.
we go through Dole Wolf's tier list.
Yes, because at the first tier is the mile high tier.
No, it's the don't go left here.
Oh, wait. Mile high tier list. Don't go left tier. That's right, because we have Silver Surfer, Roll Chan Evolution Gaiden, Episode 1, as well as Snelf 3 and Nulf. Makes sense. You can't go left on any of those. It's all right all the time. We also have Don't Go Kart in Resident Evil tier, aka Where's Waldo and 007. Why Where's Waldo? Why does that go into Don't Go Kart in Resident Evil?
It's your clear. Look, you're clearly go karting.
Oh yeah, like technically you're riding a very, very wrong subway. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay, don't go
And-
Oh,
and-
go ahead.
that would make sense if 007 Racing is tank controls.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's very tank controls. Ho, ho, ho. We've got Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls here, which is Jurassic Park, Paris Dakar Rally, and Wicked 18. That's right, waterfalls will kill you, including in golf. If you go and jump off a waterfall while you're golfing, you will die. And finally, Don't Go in Circles tier. Dudes with Attitude and Mylon Seeker Castle. Those are sort of what I consider the nightmare tier. Although, Where's Waldo technically could have fit into that as well. Lots of circles.
I feel like Where's Waldo, like, once you get a handle on what it's trying to do, like, it's doable. You just got to be smart about it.
Yeah, and honestly, like, you should just spend some time sitting at the very beginning of the stage and mapping out where you want to go and what you have to do. Like, this is a take notes, write down your movements, and just plan right at the beginning. Okay, Triskor is definitely learning how to snulf. Snulf is rude, but it is doable.
Yeah. Hopscotch is trying to figure out what exactly they need to do to get to Waldo, and that it is kind of obtuse.
Yeah, and everybody, I would say, do not be surprised that Hopscotch is sitting there. This is the correct way to do it. I was going to pause, or see if I could just pause and map it out. There is no pause. You'll see the timer tick down. But at the same time, Hopscotch is going to be able to just load the state and figure out how to get to Waldo. Like, I feel like Hopscotch is doing this the correct way, mapping it out. It's annoying to do live in front of people, but it sometimes has to be done.
Oh, and there is Snulf down.
5 states down? What?
Well, way to go, Triskor.
Yeah, and we are counting that. Yes, that is down. Triskor, moving on to Jurassic Park, which honestly, out of everything that's left, I would probably do this before golfing.
I would do golfing before this. I mean, that's just me. But yeah, otherwise, like,
so
that's your better
for
stage.
for anyone who has never played this waterfall stage, you have to get out. You have to get out to pick up the gas cans. Otherwise, you can't go all the way because you'll run out of stuff. If you fall more than a few feet, you're dead. And
die,
there are points where you actually have to jump out of the raft to get to a second raft that you don't know is there.
Of course. I mean, why wouldn't you have blind jumps in a bad video game, you know? I love that at least your raft stays parked. Not sure that's how rafts work. Yeah.
Shouldn't.
I have ridden on many rafts in my life. That is against all raft logic. Oh, there we go, Triskor, getting the turnaround, which is good. That part is one of the trickier parts. Now, there are gas cans all over the place. Where is your fuel meter for this?
You don't have it on screen. There is no actual fuel meter on screen.
Beautiful. Oh, Father Time just showing up for Hopscotch. That's okay. I think Hopscotch may have a layout to get through. We'll have to see. Okay, chat is saying that each fuel can is about 30 seconds. That makes sense. Technically, like, the states are short enough that it's possible that Hopscotch could really start making a comeback, though this is still a really difficult gauntlet.
Yeah, I'm very impressed that Triskor has 5 out of this pack.
I think we're gonna see 6 cleared.
Okay, so this is the one where you have to jump out.
Are you... Oh, look at the T-Rex! He just ate him! No!
Flare Sword, 99.99. The Gauntlet is 1 hour, not 2.
Yep, that is correct. Chad was asking, this is 2 hours, right? There have been times that we have had 2-hour gauntlets, and those have been fun, but also those gauntlets tend to be very difficult, because, you know, that's just life. And considering how the players are doing in this, like, usually the players do better than we expect. So, like, this is being a really, really fun gauntlet.
I think the only thing Triskor hasn't touched is Wicked 18, and I think the only thing Hopscotch hasn't touched is Mylon.
Which is fair.
Oh no, Hopscotch also hasn't done 007.
Yeah. Which is also fair, not doing 007. Okay, where are you going from here? I'm not asking that specifically to anybody, except, like, Hopscotch is trying to get to Waldo. Waldo is an enigma.
Triscorp is not realizing that the T-Rex is stunned right now, and you can run past while it's stunned.
Oh, how can you tell it's stunned?
You can't.
Okay, so basically just blow him up with... Okay, there... Oh, Triscorp, no! That was right, but not quite!
Oh, I love that. I love that so much.
That was worth it.
Yeah, that is one of those things that's just like, why did that happen?
I love
Water
it.
pixel.
Yeah, Hopscotch is being very deliberate about where they're going, and well, never mind, Father Time just showed up. The thing is, like, if you're on the outer rim, Father Time will not visit you, okay? But if you're deep within the subway, that's where time lives, and that's where time dies.
Yeah, the other thing that I don't know if Hopscotch is realizing is that you can go to the outer and then switch the way things switch to the way things go so that you go somewhere else when you go back.
Like, there aren't too many of them where that's beneficial, but I think there's one specific one that you have to, and I don't know which one that is. Oh.
Triscorp's going to Mylon.
I think that's the right call. You already know what's going on. You got like 10 minutes left, right? Like, you know what you need to do.
It's just...
You just gotta execute on it.
Yeah, mostly you just have to have one good boss fight. I feel like this is, despite Mylon possibly being a trap state, this is still logically what I would probably do. Holy cow. Sorry, I'm getting some weird, like, ice pick headaches. Ooh.
Yeah, well,
I would either do Mylon or golf at this point.
Yeah, and
right?
since you know Mylon because you've gotten to the boss, Mylon's probably the better choice.
Yeah, but so for me, right, like, I also have a lot more experience playing, like, silly golf games and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah.
And so, I you know, like, from my standpoint, like, yeah, okay, right, even if I've never played that before, I can probably figure it out. But that's not something I expect out of, like, everybody, right? And if I were in Triscorp's shoes, I would come back to this, like, you know, we know that, like, 5, you know, for a lot of gauntlets, 5 states is really good.
Yeah.
I thought for a second there that maybe Hopscotch had it, but I don't...
Okay. Like, I know which square you have to get to, I think, in Where's Waldo, which would be if you look at the squares inside the subway, the one at the top of the grid that is still surrounded by the 4 hexagons? Octagons? Yeah.
Well, Hopscotch has the right idea, I just don't know if they're gonna get to the right one they need to move.
Well, yeah.
I don't know if there's more than one way to do this one, honestly, but the way I found was definitely interesting.
Oh, I like this music. This is good. Hey, everybody who was concerned that we weren't going to be able to hear this music, guess what? We got it now. Oh, yeah. Okay, I actually think that I have the path for what you need to do. At the very beginning of Waldo, you go up and up left, correct? And then you swap it, and then that'll put... Okay, I'm going to go ahead and have mouse hover so that y'all can see, okay? Capture cursor.
Oh,
Never mind,
no, it's
whatever.
too late.
I guess Hopscotch went
Oh.
back to golfing.
I guess they didn't get it.
No, you captured both the same for.
Why?
Oh,
Why
just
did it do that? My gosh. Okay, so let's see. If we get back to the subway, Hopscotch, are you gonna go to the subway? I wanna hover with my mouse. Okay, so here you go up and to the left here. Switch this right. This you're not able to see it still, are you? Dang it! Why not? I changed it to capture my cursor. Capture cursor.
Yeah, I
There we
understand
go.
what you're talking
Okay,
about.
so go up here to the left.
Yeah.
Here, and then you swap this this octagon, and then that'll cause you to be able to go up here. Bam, and then straight to the right you get Waldo.
And then you go
And then-
right one more time and down. Out.
Yeah, if you're doing the exit here. So what Hopscotch needs to do is just go back to the entrance here and back. Boom. Here.
Yep.
Swap this. Go up here. Go right.
That took like 10 minutes of me looking at this one to figure out exactly that's what it wanted me to do.
Yeah, I've done it before, but I forgot how to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
But it is definitely doable. It's just like figuring out that you have to mess with stuff at the very beginning is super rough. People are really liking this music though. I might have to put this in my Kuso playlist.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Good.
Do 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 do. I love the subway music.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Hopscotch got a little bit of tunnel vision with this Waldo state.
This is, oh my gosh, like, honestly, Triscore has absolutely destroyed this gauntlet. I'm very happy with how he's done. And like Hopscotch is still doing really well. They've put in a lot of work. It's just that you never really know what states are going to work for you and which ones won't. And it looks like the gauntlet is unfortunately being extremely annoying and extremely difficult. Yeah, this is not an easy gauntlet, everybody. Welcome to Kusog7ande.
Oh, nice shot. Waitress group there.
59 yards.
I believe they have to sink this to get it.
I believe so. Are you gonna... Come on. Golf! Triscore pausing in order to maybe breathe, maybe focus a little bit. I would definitely try to focus some so that I made the best possible shot. Yeah, I think that Hopscotch is...
Oh!
No! Load that state. You have to do it. So the goal for the golf one is to get it within par. And honestly, considering how high up this golf the hole is, it's actually a really difficult thing to do. This course is not easy. I've done it on a different version of the game, and it kind of wrecked me. But I thought that the game overall was pretty fun. Maybe not the Super Nintendo version. Oh my gosh, Hopscotch, straight to the right, straight to the right, straight to the right. Yeah! Come on, you've got this.
No.
Straight,
come on,
straight to
Hopscotch,
the
go.
right. Don't let Father Time get you, but you just go to the right and then down and right to get out. You're almost done. Yeah, come on, you've got it. You've got it. You got it. Grab yourself a Waldo. Go right. Go down. Go right, and you're out. Holy!
That's it.
We had.
Where's Waldo clear?
Where's Waldo? We found him. Yeah, get out of here, Waldo. Where are you? I'm glad that somebody has cleared Waldo.
I mean, between the two of them, we don't have clears for Jurassic Park, and we don't have clears for
Mylon. And
Mylon.
then attitudes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dudes with Attitudes was definitely a trap state, so that's fine. Hopscotch leaving 007 to the end. I can appreciate that. Breakout Louisiana, she just looks at you. The killer thing for me is that the load is part of the state. I'm like, oh my gosh, making you load every single time.
The mission explanation is part of the state, too.
I mean, that's also helpful. Dude. But yeah, at this point, it looks like Triscor is going to be winning, although I'm interested to see if Hopscotch is able to figure out any of this 007 state. The car took a lot of damage right there. Shot is 5 yards. I mean...
Oh, it looks so miserable to play this golf game and get anywhere with it.
Yeah? Back down! Well, everybody, this has been another Kusog Gauntlet. Let's go ahead and just chill for the last few seconds, because that, whether you like it or not, is time.
Yep.
Yeah, that's okay. Y'all can celebrate. This was a good one. I really like this. I think this was very difficult, but because of that level of difficulty, like, Triscor blew me away. Absolutely shocking. Yeah, let me welcome them into voice. What do you two think about how they did?
Way better than I would have.
Difficulty? Yeah, they've done better than I did. I would have too.
Yeah. Let's see, Triscor still golfing. Honestly, like, even if it's not a great golfing game, it's very easy to just, like, want to sit there and try a little bit more and a little bit more, even if the stakes don't matter at all. Hello there, Hopscotch. Hey, good to see ya. I'm gonna wait until Triscor comes in before revealing how people did. Oh, yeah. I think this was a really tough gauntlet, though. Like, honestly, holy guacamole, some of these states were absolute nightmares. And you didn't even touch 007 until the very end, which this game is kind of a gem in some ways.
Yeah, I took one look when I was testing the states at, like, as soon as I started moving the car, the camera changed, and I was like, no.
You were like, no, yeah. Because most of 007 racing, you're actually, like, playing it like a driving game, but that state, it's more like almost Resident Evil tank controls. And you never want tank controls in a driving game. That's unless you're a tank, I guess. But maybe that's just me. Hello there, Triscor. So let me go ahead. You're muted, by the way, just if you don't know. Just so you both know, though, the results are here. Triscor is the victor and actually managed to clear 5 of the states. Hopscotch, you got 3, which I still think was really impressive with this gauntlet. This was not an easy gauntlet at all. Like, a lot of these were, hey, brutality, time to suffer.
I was very impressed Hopscotch got Where's Waldo at the end, though.
Yeah, you got Waldo. Holy crap.
Took so long. I just sat there for so long staring at it, trying to work out any sort of path. And then I was just mashing buttons as I was going through the thing.
Yeah.
And it rotated one of the things. I was like, oh, okay, maybe I can do this.
Oh yeah, the rotation, actually, it's more like a horizontal flip of sorts, that it flips left to right and then right to left. And it's very confusing. I actually sat there for a long time trying to figure out how to do it, and finally like mapped it out, and then bam, right after I saw you go to the right place. I'm like, Hopscotch has it. Oh my gosh, they're gonna get it. And you did. I'd say that is a moral victory, taking Waldo down.
I think the only
I was really worried because I worked out like the solution, like that square would solve it for me like 5 or 10 minutes earlier, and I had just forgotten. So I was just sitting there trying to work out where to go.
Yeah. I'm actually really surprised, Triscor, you cleared some of the states that I feel are pretty dang difficult. I mean, you got Paris Dakar, which is maybe one of the easier states, but also Roll and Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer, you remember the four-player match we had?
The 4-player match, you played Silver Surfer for that?
Yeah.
Well,
And I beat like 5 of the stages, so...
Holy guacamole. Yeah, the Gauntlet is one of those cases where, you know, people are going to have varying levels of certain games and do better.
How it is.
Hopscotch, I feel, knew Snulf here, or at least was able to get through it, like, right at the very beginning, and I was like, holy cow, who does Snulf that quickly? Yeah, had you played it before, Hopscotch?
Never that far. I've only played like the first 2 or 3 stages of a Snulf.
That much experience still, I think, for a Gauntlet helps quite a bit, though. Yeah, the boss was not easy, but you managed to get into a decent rhythm. And Triscor got it towards the end as well.
Yeah, I kind of had to figure out you can just make the shot while you're in midair. Something like that.
Yeah.
You have to do the shots really fast, otherwise you just die.
Yeah, it's a lot more... It's not quite button mashing, but you have to start moving very quickly, otherwise you die. And Hopscotch got really good at, like, as soon as you're on the ground, gotta start golfing again, gotta Snulf. Yeah.
And that was
How does... Tris, did you do Dudes with Attitude? How does that game control it all?
I don't understand it at all. I figured out, like, the roller skates, or the skates, could
the
go
spike
on the ice.
the spike shoes allowed you to actually move on ice. Yeah.
And
I
then
started,
just,
and
like,
then I immediately got stuck on ice between 2 blocks, and it just kept going forever, and I didn't understand how to control the game.
Yeah, I figured out you was just soft locked. You needed the spike shoes. Otherwise, you're just stuck there.
I want you to know I have beaten that game. It is not easy. It is not easy at all. But I've beaten that level at least, and it's very, 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 very rude, and just
and weird.
It's weird. It's rude. It's a puzzle game with a health system that you didn't even get to see, even though you can actually die in that level.
Oh. I figure out you can just paint yourself and then you can take out whatever is the same color.
Yeah, essentially you had to cover yourselves in paint and destroy the gems that were that color. But then it introduces, like, that level has some really weird paint buckets. Basically, that was a trap state. And I fully knew it and threw it in there. I think Mylon's Secret Castle is another one of those that was sort of a trap state. Hopscotch, you didn't even touch it, did you?
No, I actually tested Mylon's Secret Castle for MT at one point, and it was just like the first couple of levels or something, and I decided I was not going to touch that game.
I think that was a good idea. I gotta be honest. Yeah, Triscor spent a lot of time with it.
I'm so mad at that boss. Holy crap. That boss has a million health.
Yeah,
what the heck?
One thing to note as well is that the person who set up the state, our dear friend NPC Liv, specifically gave it so that you didn't have any of your attack upgrades, and thus you actually took a lot longer trying to kill the boss. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I actually
it's
figured
brutal.
out where he is really quickly. It was like a really weird spot.
We were shocked that you found the boss that quickly. But
I knew the game was just like, we're just gonna hide everything in the game.
yeah.
And I somehow just found it in the top right corner of the level.
Some people were saying in chat that without any upgrades, it's about 40 to 50 hits. I think that you made the right choice to try to jump into that towards the end again because you had played it enough. But at the same time, like, that boss just takes so many freaking hits. It's technically doable, but probably good that you switched over to golf. You never cleared the golf one, Triskor. Hopscotch did, though.
I think
Yeah.
I think we both played it. Actually,
Yeah.
I almost got it, but I got my pot too short.
Oh no,
Ugh.
Hopscotch, were you familiar with that game at all, or was it a new game for you, The Wicked 18?
I'd actually seen it before, but I'd never played it.
Okay.
Like, I saw 5 minutes of it. I was like, because we had a race over in the mystery community, and it was early in the morning for me, so I woke up, took a look at the game, and went, you know what? No, I'm going back to bed.
That's perfect. I think that's pretty hilarious. At the same time, like, you put in the work and managed to get up there and get... I think you cleared that one in a very reasonable time. I've played Wicked 18, but a different version of it. I don't remember which version. And I definitely was not caring about, like, stroke count. I was just like, we gotta get the ball in the hole. Oh my gosh. And, like, you still managed to figure it out relatively quickly. An important note as well is that the person who made it, Novasol, specifically made it so that there was high wind, from what he said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
doesn't feel like it mattered that to
I
me.
assumed that's what the blue arrow was, but it didn't really affect my decisions at all.
Yeah. Speaking of high wind, I mean, the Mega Man ROM hack, Hopscotch, you were like, I'm not doing this. And Triskor stuck with it and actually got through it.
Yeah, I played around with the sub weapons, and then I found out that the electric one was really good at taking out enemies.
That electric weapon, it goes through all the walls. Not only that, but it actually gives you some lag frames, which makes the game a little bit more controllable. The electric weapon was definitely the way to go there. And yeah, I think that figuring out that there were various sub-weapons and using them ended up helping you a lot, Triskor. Yeah, the chat agrees that that was the best weapon to use. The other ones, like, were somewhat helpful, but electric, bam. With that said, this was a lot of fun to watch. I'm sorry it didn't work out for you, Hopscotch. I mean, somebody has to be eliminated. That's how it goes. And so I'm sorry to say that you are. At the same time, you know, go ahead and hit me up. You get up to $25 of games on Steam, or I can just send you a $25 gift card through Steam. That works as well. As soon as we have Neil Breen's new movie released, that is one of the prizes as well. And if he takes too long, then I'll do a different movie. But I'm really excited for this one, and I hope Neil Breen doesn't dilly-dally.
Yeah, here's hoping.
Oh?
I'm hoping for that. Gotta wait.
Yeah.
I hope it comes out soon.
Yeah, same. I'm really excited. I want to see Cade the Tortured Crossing. Come on, I gotta see it, Neil Breen.
Yep, I've never seen a Neil Breen movie.
Oh,
I have no idea what's in store for me.
Triskor, they are something. Like, honestly, if you're ready for a fever dream, that's what you're gonna get. Well, Hopscotch, again, thank you for joining this year. Do you have any last words for your tombstone?
I brought my full set of armor, except my 2 gauntlets.
Oh no, not the gauntlets! Oh, that's right. It was the gauntlet that gave you the double whammy. Oh. Well, that happens to the best of us. Sometimes you just... Sometimes you just bring the wrong piece of equipment. Nah, you did fantastic, both of you. Well, everybody, I actually started having a really bad headache, so we're gonna go ahead and end the stream. We will be back later on this next week, though. I believe Tuesday we've got some matches, and I'll probably sneak in a stream or two during the week, though GDQ is upon us. Starting tomorrow, a lot of us are going to be focused on that and or Zelda, so don't feel too much like you have to show up. We are going to be watching a lot of GDQ. Of course, I appreciate everybody who subscribes and who leaves a tip through PayPal. I believe I have a tip place listed if you wish to contribute and help pay prizes and buy burritos. That always helps. Now, let's go ahead and look to see who is streaming so that we can do a raid. Never Ending Zelda. That's what I've heard. I haven't been playing much of it.
Haven't had a chance yet. I've got it, but I haven't played it.
Let's see. Radican is playing Mega Man. Mexican Runner's playing something that's on NES. You haven't played any Zelda?
Haven't played any of the new one. I've got the game. It's just sitting on my bench.
You should start sometime that you know you're going to have a decent amount of time. I want to bother Radicoon. Radicoon had a really good Tunic run at Fastest Furs, and also I sat and talked with Radicoon like I had a Mai Tai and another tiki drink, and we played Swedish Mario 3, and Radicoon didn't have anything at all, but was definitely there having a blast. So let's go ahead and raid. Do we have a good raid message? What did John Cleese yell in 007? Oh, beautiful. Beautiful is a good one. I like that from the first game. That would be worthwhile. And you can go ahead and post, like, put emotes of raccoons or other beautiful things with it. Okay, but beautiful is the word. And here's the raccoon emote if you want to use it in conjunction with beautiful. Oh my gosh. My brain is dead, everybody. There. That's a good combo. Beautiful. Okay, take care, Hopscotch.
Bye.
Take care, Triscourse.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, I'm so glad you were here, Hopscotch. You were a joy. Triscourse, see ya.
Yeah, have fun at the game, Hopscotch.
Yay! Have fun with freedom. Bye!
Bye.